another one.
Welcome everybody to another episode of Go Little Garage. Today we have the Speed Champions Ferrari. This is the 1970 Ferrari 512M and looks fun. Anyway, this kit number is 76906. It came out March of 2022. It's an 8+ kit, as most of the Speed Champions are. It's 291 pieces. It's still available retail. If you use our link down below, go to lego.com. Not only will you be supporting us, if you're also a VIP member, you will get 130 points. So yeah, let's get to it. So let's get started. Was the 1970 Ferrari 512M. I was really impressed with this. Just the details that they put into it for the size, and the construction creativity on how they did certain things was absolutely incredible. I'm really impressed with the engineers on this one. Like the parts that don't actually snap together, but they click together with the little post in there. How to get these angles correct with the hinge parts, the headlights with the hinges. That's the only part I would have done differently, is I would have built that up completely and then clicked it in. Yeah, this was a really impressive model all the way through. The little Ferrari symbol was cool. The little silk screened on Ferrari symbol on the little tiny pieces kind of freaked me out a couple times when we had to cover it, and I was kind of upset that it wasn't going to show, and then I realized that, hey, it'll show on at least 2 of these, but I don't know why. I don't know if they don't have Ferrari red pieces without the little silk screen, or if it was just cheaper to throw 8 of the silk screen ones in so you don't have to tell them apart. I mean, overall, this is an amazing kit. There were some cool features that got covered up, like this slant. There's another slant under here that got covered up with that, and the kind of like little pieces under here that look like the engine got covered up. The back end looks great with the taillights and the exhaust pipes. And that was really creative how they did that too, with the twin peg and then putting a piece on that. Get it with the rounded part instead of the square to match all the rounded curves back here, but I think that was really good attention to detail on that to make that call. Obviously that was not bad. It was under an hour. A few more pieces than I expected for a Speed Champions car, but I mean, just looking at all the angles that they had to get with the air inlets here and the little engine compartment, that just the details and the intricacy of this model. It took a little bit longer than other single Speed Champion models, but well worth it. I like this model. The only thing I would have done was build up these headlight pieces that clip in. These guys, I would have built them up completely and clipped them in instead of doing them halfway and then putting it on, and then halfway and then putting it on, and then doing the other one halfway, putting it on, halfway and putting it on. I would have done it full. But other than that, I mean, the flow was, it all made sense. Everything on it made sense. Nothing was out of order other than those little headlight pieces. The instructions were really easy to follow. There was only one little spot that I had to kind of double check. I missed a couple steps, but that's on me. There was only one that looked kind of confusing and I had to really look at it and double check. This is stout. It's not as stout as other Speed Champions because of the way that some of these pieces are attached. Some of these wiggle. It's not a brick like the others, and that's understandable for the features that they had to put in here. Just the lines and curves that they had to follow with this kit. It's understandable, but it is not as solid as the other Speed Champions kits. And back here's really delicate. But like, as far as getting it together and getting those things, the shapes and the places that they wanted to get those specific shapes in those places, that was really creative. For the size and for what they had to do, there is not a piece on here that I think I would have done differently. It's amazing how accurately to the real thing they made even this little piece back here with the little contour. It's a Speed Champion, so it's bricky. It's so realistic. They got the air outlets, they got the air inlets, they have the other vents here. This is an incredible kit. They, even with the back, how they didn't do square, the rounded part of the taillights matches the taillight and the turn signal. I really liked this set, and I've said that before, and I'm probably going to say it a couple more times. The part that I liked about it is seeing how the pieces came together to make all of these features of the car. And I've said that on other models too, but the creativity in using the pieces that they have and making them do the things that they're not supposed to do. They weren't designed to do some of these things, but the way that they attach them to this model was incredible. There was a couple little frustrating things. Like I said, I would have built the headlights up, and these little pieces back here, I may have done those differently. I made sure to line up all the little letters inside those just because I'm that way when I build a model. I was looking forward to building it, and it did not disappoint. If you're an adult, you're gonna like this model. If you're a kid, teenager, you're gonna like this model, and the price is not that bad for what it is, for what you get. All right, well, that wraps up this episode. Standard YouTube stuff. Like, subscribe, ring the bell. Comment below. Let me know what kits I should build, you think I should build. I have a bunch lined up, ready to go. Gonna be making videos on all of them, but if you have a favorite one that's been retired that you just love building, let me know in the comments. If you want me to prioritize a kit in the order of building them and you want to see that one next, leave a comment, let me know. If you have one that you've seen and you want to see it built, yeah, leave a comment for it. Other than that, see you next time.